Back at it again, another amazing video I'm about to do right now. Everybody's been asking me when are you putting up the next video because it's been about 2 weeks. But look, we're about to get into it. And one question I've been getting from everybody is, we want to know the update on Nasdaq because a lot of people trade Nasdaq. I initially wanted to do gold, but I'm going to do gold up next and USD/JPY. But right now, let's speak about Nasdaq and how Nasdaq has been moving, the current update, and what can you possibly look out for. Let's get into it. My laptop is right here. Let's get into it. So, spotted my screen there. So if you look, take a closer look. So if you look onto the screen, what I've done already is just I've highlighted my current all-time high that has happened over the past 2 months. This is Nasdaq obviously, and I can literally just see that the market has been moving down ever since. So what trade are we looking for? We're looking for a clean sell. That is a potential trade that we're looking for. Nasdaq is as a sell, as you can see. Since the market came to this high, all it has ever done was just treble down. So let's obviously scale down to a lower time frame, a bit of a small time frame like 1 hour, so we're easily able to actually identify how exactly we're going to join the trade going down. And if you watch the previous videos, you know exactly why we're going to the 1 hour time frame. But if it's your first time here, worry not, I've got you. Just stay here, pay attention, and learn how to make money like the leader. So I'm zooming out right there on the 1 hour time frame, as you can see right there. And as I'm zooming out and scrolling back, there is a high right here, as you can see. That is a daily high that we've seen over the past month and a half. And ever since then, the market has been successfully sinking down, dropping like lava, dropping like water. So what do we want to do? We want to catch the sell entries. I've been catching the sells. A lot of people have been catching the sells. The entire circle has been catching the sells. Let me show you how to catch the sell. Make sure you do watch all the videos for you to actually be more updated and understand exactly how I'm going into this market. So the first thing I'm going to do is just obviously highlight, as I've done on daily time frame, the highest point there. And I won't go that deep into it. All I'm going to do there is just obviously indicate how the market has moved to where it's currently moving right now. It's just by highlighting easy the highs and lows that I'm able to identify, or the support and resistance that I'm able to pick up, or the supply zones or the demand zones, whatever really how you want to describe it, that I'm able to identify in our 1 hour time frame. First one I see is obviously this area here, how the market was obviously rejected at the top there on the daily time frame multiple times and comes down on on a 1 hour time frame and then breaks that low and then makes that low the new high. That obviously we call break and resist. So the moment it broke that, initially we knew that we obviously have to wait for it to come back and sit on that previous low to make it a new high. It will obviously consistently keep hitting on that, tapping on it up until it actually drops quite heavy. So the more it keeps going back to the entry point, back to that high, or back to the previous low, making it a new high, you have to actually then anticipate your sell entries right there. The market obviously does give us a sell entry right here at the zone. It then drops nice, smooth things down. If you're holding that, you're definitely in big profits. It then drops drastically, goes down, and I see the market obviously, as you can see, I've highlighted the previous high based on based on a daily time frame. So the move remains daily and very aggressive. Keeps going down as I see other highs there, another high is there, another high is right there. And as I'm highlighting these highs, they do pick up lows on all prices. I'm going to pick up this low right here. So what is the expectation of the current price? Nasdaq is still going down, definitely. But what can we expect up next? I'm going to zoom into the current price right there. What can we expect up next from Nasdaq is that it's been going down. And obviously after making a new high right there, it did break the new low. And it has to actually stay down there up until it will pull back, retrace, and come back and resist right on the previous low in creating a new high. So we're expecting a possible move like this. We're definitely expecting a possible move like this. Just to show you right there. Just remove that actually. Just delete that, just not delete that so that we start again. So our expectation, that the move that we're expecting, just the tool that I want to use. I actually want the curve. Where is the curve? Oh, there's the curve. Perfect. So we're expecting a move like this. Once the market has dropped, we do expect a move like something like this. Let me show you that. I'm just gonna fix that curve right there. Expectation, possible movement, 90% possibility that Nasdaq will definitely do something like this. So it's gonna come back and play in that zone right there. And once it has done that, we definitely have to sync with it. So I'm just gonna highlight it for you. This is a very easy market breakdown that really doesn't need any further explanation on what to expect. Nasdaq, this is how it's going to move, 100% guaranteed. It will come back, however, come back to the zone. Just zoom in a bit. It will come back, however, come back to the zone and tap on that. So it will keep resisting, and obviously testing the patience, pushing the stop losses, and up until you're patient enough to actually drop and sync with it. So this is the next possible move that we're seeing on Nasdaq. And once it does break the current low that it is currently creating, which is obviously at this point, once it travels down, just zoom in like that. Once it travels down and break this low, it will then obviously push just below that and come back and give us a new high on the current low. So this is actually a quite easy, flawless move that we're seeing on Nasdaq right here for the next probably a month or so. I am seeing the drop happening even more. There are a couple of fundamentals that can actually disturb this shift, but to actually get your confirmation moves, you can actually add in your trend line right there by just pulling it from the bottom, just adding onto your analysis. Just take your trend line, pull it from that low point to the high right there. Just make it a bit thicker so you can see it. Just as the trend line travels just below the candlesticks there, you're looking for basically an average of about 3 touches. And once the market breaks out, confirms, you then wait for it to retrace and come back and sit in right there on the inner low of the previous high. And obviously what it will do is drop. But I always say, do not wait for the market to break the trend line and confirm it, then you enter, because entering after the confirmation candlestick will place your entry at this zone right here, which is actually a bad entry spot, because that is not a high. The best position you could have got to enter was obviously right on that high there. So the trend line breakout and confirmation is to say to you, look, it is true, the market is traveling the direction that it has broken towards. But for you to use the trend line breakout and confirmation as an entry point would be a completely high risk. So you don't want that. We can add the trend line right again into our analysis, looking at that low, pulling it right from the wick there, daily wick, and cutting it successfully into the candle. As you can see, the market touched once, touched twice, the third time it broke and confirmed. And where would the sell have been? Not here. The sell would be obviously right on that high there. Just highlight to you see. So this sell would not be on the breakout, like I said, would definitely when it came back and touched on the previous low, making it a new high, which would obviously be right in this area. Right there in that area. As you can see, the sells, these are all sell areas, and obviously the market goes down again. Once the market starts retracing on current price, if we look at the current price right now on our time frame, it is still pushing down. So it hasn't obviously started retracing as well at all. What you could do here is catch a very short buy, a short buy, as you wait for the market to climb back up and then give you that sell entry point there again. So you need to know how to enter your trades. These are all sell areas, guys. As you can see, the market broke, came back up, gave us a very strong high there on the rejection right here, just right here. This is a rejection area, double top. That we call a double top. That is a selling point right there. So this is what you want to anticipate. You want the step ladder. What you want is just make sure you get the step ladder all the time. So expected entries, current positions in Nasdaq is that there is a short buy that should push to about 14,652, and then from there we're selling from that price, and we keep sinking on Nasdaq and milking it until next time till we meet again on the same update on Nasdaq. Let's keep killing the market. Let's keep dominating. And that there is a breakdown of what to expect in Nasdaq, the next possible direction, and what we are currently trading, and what could happen next. So obviously, just make sure you watch the video and understand what is going on and how to actually expect the next entry point. You guys do know that obviously I'm a daily trader, which means I make my money on a daily basis, or every 48 hours, which means my profit is closed within that period. Why? Because I always like to obviously be able to highlight my daily targets. There are certain accounts in which I hold for a very long time, but obviously on my main accounts, which is my 3 trading accounts, I do make sure I do close my profits on a daily or every 2 days. So from me to you, I hope the videos that I'm dropping and giving to you are helping you become a better trader. But if you haven't watched any videos, watch the next video, and go watch all the other previous videos. And next up, we'll speak about gold and how gold is a potential market to trade on a daily. Thank you.